Fauci, thank you, Fauci, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Being a kid during a global pandemic is pretty overwhelming. Is there anything we kids can do to help get the COVID outbreak under control?
Well, kids are part of the team of people who are trying to protect each other. So we've got to be in this all together. You want to wear a mask if you're old enough to wear it, and you can keep it on. Okay, kids, take a look. So you wear a mask. The next thing is you stay, if possible, and this is tough, but you got a lot of friends. You want to keep physical distance to the extent you can, and you want to wash your hands as often as you can, and don't touch your face or your nose or your mouth.
Wait for it. The most important thing's coming up.
But if you concentrate on it, you'll get used to it.
Can kids convince their parents and other adults to follow the guidelines?
Listen to this.
Parents listen to their children. If they come home and say, Mom, Dad, I was told by Dr. Fauci that you should be wearing a mask, you should be physically distant, 6 feet or more, and you shouldn't hang out in crowds. So if you're thinking about going out to this crowded place tonight, do me a favor, Mom and Dad, stay home and let's do something at home together.
Oh,
and not get out into
my
crowds.
God.
I've read that one of your daughters teaches elementary school. Has she shared with you any questions her students have asked?
Oh, my God.
So the questions the kids ask is, can I get infected? And the answer is yes. Overwhelmingly, most of the time, the infection is either without any symptoms or very, very minor compared to older people. The next question is, can I transmit it to my mother or my father? And the answer is yes. And that's the reason why when we go back to school, your teachers and your health officials are going to try as best as possible to protect you from getting infected. When a vaccine comes along, and we will get a vaccine probably by the end of this year, the beginning of 2021.
Oh my
and if
God.
the vaccine proves to be safe and effective, we all should get vaccinated. I know I'm going to get vaccinated when we get a vaccine. So we should make sure we protect everyone by getting a vaccine.
Oh.
Can you explain a little about how a vaccine works?
Oh my
With a
God.
vaccine, what you want is you want the body to see a part of the virus that induces in it a response to ultimately protect you. Now, when you get infected, you can get sick or you can get mild symptoms, but when you recover because the body did something to get rid of the virus. It made what's called an antibody, which is a protein that when it sees the virus, it attacks the virus. So when we make a vaccine, we've got to mimic natural infection, but we don't want to make you get infected. We want to do something that's really safe so that your body will make all of these antibodies, but it won't need to get sick.
So, you've said that a vaccine is what will end this pandemic. But that can only happen if the vast majority of people trust the science behind them. In all your years as a public health official, have you seen a shift in how people view science?
Unfortunately, yes. It's shifting in the wrong direction. In that there has been an anti-science attitude that is not only unfortunate, it's dangerous. It's dangerous because science is the pursuit of knowledge, of truth. And if you fashion your actions based on misinformation, it could be dangerous to you and dangerous to society. So I would encourage all the children that even though there's a pushback on science from some people, that is not a good direction to follow.
Hold on,
What
baby.
gives you hope? We're gonna get through this.
What gives me hope is the resiliency of the American spirit, or the spirit of all mankind, but certainly what we see here in the United States.
He's saying there's a movement on anti-science. Oh my God.
We get confronted.
I cannot believe people are sending their kids to
Whether
public
that's
school.
a pandemic flu, whether that's a hurricane or an earthquake.
I would
or
never
whether
send you to
that's
public school,
COVID-19,
Bear.
I
This is
can
like robotics.
guarantee
This is insane.
that the best spirit of
1984, the movie.
will get us through that. I think we're going to get out of this
It's outside.
COVID-19 challenge, and we're going to do fine.
Well, my producers are telling me that's all the time we have for this segment. Because now it's time to play...
Fauch or slouch? When we heard that Dr. Anthony Fauci agreed to be on our little news show, we couldn't believe it. In fact, I still have my doubts.